Hello student, today my topic is cell representation. According to IUPAC, the cell representation are a half cell is represented by putting a single vertical line. This is the single vertical line between the symbol of metal. This is the symbol of metal acting on electrode, which is acting on electrode, and the symbol on the ion. This is the symbol on the ion present in the electrolyte in contact with metal. The vertical line represents the phase boundary, while the writing oxidation of half cell, the oxidizing state is written in the left. The cell which is oxidized is written in the left hand side, and the cell which do reduction it written at the right hand side. And in between the two cells there is salt bridge. So oxidation take place in this, for example in zinc, this is the anode, and it always take place LHS, that is left hand side, and cathode which do reduction is always take place at the right hand side. And this C represent as the molar concentration of the solution. Now come to the cell reaction. The chemical cell or a chemical reaction responsible for the generation of electric current is called redox reaction. Redox reaction means where the reduction and oxidation both take place in this way, both take place simultaneously, and this redox reaction is known as cell reaction. The chemical process occurring at the oxidation electrode is oxidation and involve liberation of electron. In this the oxidation take place and zinc liberate the electron, that is the liberation of electron causes oxidation. While the process occurring at the reduction electrode is reduction and involve gain of electron. This copper is gaining the electron and becomes in the solid form. So it is reduced and reside at the right hand side of the cell. The cell reaction obtained by additing oxidation and reduction reaction taking place at anode and cathode in such a way that electron get cancelled. In this way, this zinc do the oxidation and release 2 electron, while in another hand reduction take place by copper and gaining 2 electron it forms in the solid form. So we just cancel on adding both the reaction, we cancel the electron, and this is the net reaction. Again in nickel it release 2 electron, but in Ag it have only 1 electron. So we do multiplication to the second reaction to just balance the electron number. So this is the final reaction, net reaction. In here chromium release 3 electron and Pb gain 2 electron. So to balance both the electron, we multiply 2 by first reaction and 3 by second reaction. So both have 6 electron. So it cancel altogether, and the net reaction is this. Now next is electrode potential. The tendency of an electrode to lose or gain electron when it is in the contact with its own ion in the solution is called the electrode potential. It is of the 3 types of cases. First case, when metal atom or ion undergo no change. Null electrode it is known as null electrode, where no oxidation, no reduction, no potential develop in the electrolyte. Now in second case, when metal atom get oxidized, that is oxidation electrode is there. So in this M metal atom loses an electron and get oxidized, and ion Mn possess into the solution. In this just metal ion dissolve in the electrolyte and electrode become negative. So this is called oxidation potential, because it do because Mn that metal ion get oxidized into the electrolyte. Now third one is, in this metal ion gain an electron from the electrode, while this electron gets shifted to this metal ion. When this become negative, it attract metal ion from the electrolyte to itself. So this metal ion, when get stick on this electrode, it becomes positive and known as positive electron, where the reduction take place. It is get reduced to the metal to become a solid state. Now, factor affecting electrode potential. First is nature of metal and its ion. So zinc release 2 ion, but in the case of iron, it has variable valency. So it has in ferrous condition it just release 2 ions, and in ferric condition it release 3 ions. So there is the difference between the ions. So nature of metal and its ion. So this metal is the same, but the releasing of ion is different. So this affect the electrode potential. Next is concentration of ion. Sometimes concentration given in the gaseous form. So we take as a partial pressure. Partial pressure means pressure of different gases. Now next is temperature. When temperature increase, potential increase. When it decrease, then potential decrease. Now come to the standard electrode potential. Its symbol is E0. The potential of an electrode assembly refers as the standard electrode potential when following conditions are satisfied. Firstly, for the standard electrode potential, first condition is the temperature of the electrode assembly is 298 Kelvin. It should be 298 Kelvin. That is in centigrade, it should be 25 degrees centigrade. So if we add in Kelvin, then it forms 298 Kelvin. Second condition is this: the ion solution should in the assembly is of concentration of 1 mole per liter. So this is the second condition. The concentration is 1 m. Third is the pressure of the gas if used in the assembly is 1 atm. So this is the standard oxidation potential, because in this from the zero state it goes to the +1, and in this +1 get to zero state. So this is the reduction potential and this is the oxidation potential. Now according to the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, that is IUPAC, the term standard potential should be used for only reduction potential. The standard potential only used for reduction potential. Therefore standard electrode potential is used for standard reduction potential. Always remember, there is no oxidation potential. Always we take reduction potential, that is E0 refers to the standard reduction potential. There is no oxidation potential. So what is my question is for today: what is electrode potential and standard electrode potential? Thank you.